My name is Mike Lacy, and I love J. Ross TV.
What's up, y'all? This your boy J. Ross hanging out with my cat Mike. We in St. Louis, man. He doing sound and some of everything for Lacy, man. This cat here is busy as a bee. Every time you look up, he running around, got to check this, got to check that, man. Running back and forth. Hey, Mike, let me ask you this though, man. What made you want to get into sound as opposed to something else?
Man, you know what? My family is a musical family, and everybody was playing, and and then I was just like, man, what am I gonna do? So I was just like, hey, I do sound.
Yeah.
And, from then on, about more than 12, about 15 years now. Just been doing sound, man.
So did it come to you easy, man, or you had to just...
Nah, man, it never comes to you easy. Nothing's easy.
Right, I feel you.
You have to work. You work hard. I worked hard, man, and
Yeah.
to get where I am. So, thank God for for blessing me.
So like now, man, y'all play a small venues. This is a medium-sized acoustic venue. Play stadiums.
Yeah.
Man, how do you adjust the sound like for something like this as opposed to like y'all played the Cincinnati Jazz Fest?
Man, it's all about control, man. This room is.
But see, we don't know what you're talking about, Big Mike.
Well, the room that we're in,
Yeah.
The Sheldon room, in here in St. Louis,
Yeah.
is a very small, intimate room. So we gotta kind of control it, But compared to Cincinnati, where the Jazz Festival, it was really, you can turn up as loud as you want to and just make it happen, But yeah, we try to make sure that we be mindful of what's going on and what the room is,
Right.
and not have it too loud for the people.
Now, what about like cats coming up behind you? They want to be sound reinforcers, guys, engineers, or whatever. You got any advice that you can give them to get them, started?
Man, listen, the best advice is to be around somebody and don't try to. A lot of people want to make the big dollar, top dollar, like right out front, and it's not gonna happen like that. You got to put in work and follow. Come up under the older guys, and that's what I did, and I stayed true to it. And and that's why I am where I am, and also I put God first in my family, and put my family and God first, and so that's why I got to where I am right now, and that's why I tell young people, and also what's more important than anything, you have to think about after music. It's not all about the music is good, but it's life after music. So taking care of your health, taking care of your finances, that's one main thing, because a lot of people don't save and all that stuff. That's most important. You have to save for the future, especially when you're young, because your mind frame is not there.
Right.
But I will mostly tell young guys to save, think about your future.
But yeah, now so like when you were coming up, was it hard to find guys that would give you advice, or people were shunning you off?
No. And that's the thing, man. It's like once you find that one person, or even two people that's willing to help. Like I've come up under my boy Ruben James. He's got me on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I also learned a lot from him. And he was willing to teach me. He never strayed me away. He's always been there. And it's also a local guy out of Louisville. His name is Greg Knox. I followed him everywhere. I would set up with him, and we would break down. And I always, even though I wasn't getting paid that much, he would give me a couple of dollars. But it wasn't
right.
It wasn't about that. I was just trying to take in what he was trying to teach me. So people like him, and then my cousin Titus Robertson. He's a musician, so I've kind of bounced some stuff off of him, and he kind of raised me up and gave me opportunities too. So all them people, man, it's just those people that help you, never forget them, and I will never forget those guys.
Yeah, now earlier you mentioned to me, you ran up, you said, man, I ain't did analog in a long time.
No, man.
So what's kind of the difference between say this analog and say digital?
Well, this is one of the great analog consoles. The digital, you have a lot of outboard stuff, meaning compressors, EQs, and all that stuff, which is right here. Rather than in the digital board, it's all built into the board.
Right.
So they call this outboard gear, and in the digital world, it's all inboard.
Okay. Outboard, inboard,
exactly.
outboard,
exactly.
inboard.
That's what it is. And so, we, this is a wonderful console, and digital. A lot of churches and everywhere, everybody's thinking about going digital, and I would say it's the next technology.
Yeah.
But we never forget about Papa. Right?
Oh yeah, once again, y'all hanging out in St. Louis. My cat Big Mike, he
Yeah.
doing sound for R&B star Lacy, and he just talking about sound reinforcement, man. So like when you look at the board, say you all right, she just did the sound check. You looking at the board, what you listening for?
Well, I'm listening for everything. I just, being growing up in a musical family, it also taught me ear and having how to listen and learn what to listen for and all that stuff. So I'm just kind of listening to everything, trying to make sure it ain't too loud, especially for this room. But
Right.
just in general, I'm always looking just to make sure everything is blended, even the background vocals, make sure they are heard too. Just everybody, just
Yeah.
listen to everything, make sure everything's right.
So you ever look at the board like when you first growing up and said, "Man, what's this?" What's
Well,
up?
I used to, but once you learn one board, all of them almost formatted the same way. Everything is right there. You just you got the gain, you got the EQ, you got the mixes, and then you got the pan left right, and then you have the mute on and off. Then you got the fader. Every board is almost set up the same. Especially analog world, that's how most of them are set up. When you go to digital, it's almost the same thing too. Different concept, but it's almost the same. Once you learn one, you learn them all.
Yeah.
You just gotta, different boards are laid out. They just laid out different. So it's about the same.
Well, let me ask you this. So, like, once you set your board, is it set or do you have to constantly monitor it for different idiosyncrasies?
You always want to make sure that that you're there, because you never know if a keyboard player may turn up his keyboard. You know what I'm saying? You have to be right there to know and to hear that that's it. So you want to make sure that you're on point. You just can't let it go on autopilot.
Yeah.
Like everybody be thinking. You can just set it and then we can go. Nah.
Right.
I mean, if you want to, you can do it, but nah, it's not. It don't work like that. So.
Well, Big Mike? What is life like when you ain't touring, man? When you ain't messing with the board? What you doing at the crib? Just
man.
taking out the trash, cut the grass.
Yeah, I do. Well, I don't cut the grass. I used to do that, but no, I have my own company, so I do. My company's called Lacy Boy Productions, so I'm in I have a little equipment too that I rent out and I go set up for different people and stuff like that. And I also work for two of the biggest churches in Louisville, St. Stephen Baptist Church and also Bates Memorial Baptist Church. I also help out a whole lot of other churches that are there in Louisville. But yeah, those are the main churches that I work at, and I'm happy to serve there. Both of them. I've been at St. Stephen's for probably about 12 years now.
Yeah.
I've been at Bates for about 6 years, and so I'm busy working, trying to take care of my kids and my wife.
Now, how can people find you as far as want to talk to you about the use of your business, your company?
Oh yeah, you can email me at MikeLacy01@yahoo.com.
Yeah.
That's MikeLacy01@yahoo.com, or you can contact me by phone. My number is 502-643-4043. Just hit me up. Willing to work with anybody, and just willing to help out, man.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, on the road, do you find that cats are pretty supportive, or sometimes do you run into some idiots?
Let me tell you, my concept and what I've learned to live by, and what I've been taught by my mother and father is, you treat people the way you want to be treated. And with me, I don't have too much of a problem with dealing with people, because I try to. Everybody is on different levels in life, okay? And so sometimes you have to try to meet people where they are, and try to make sure that you don't. I say you don't try to offend, or talk down on nobody, or no matter what their skill level is, because that you never know. You never know. That's why I always treat people the way I want to be treated. That's my concept. But as far as that's concerned, I haven't had too many problems because I just, I'm just me, and I try to talk to people the way I want to be talked to. So yeah, not too much, man. I'm good.
All right.
Of course, you run around
Right.
awesome, but you don't. It is what it is.
All right, y'all. That's Big Mike Lacy. He in the Lou, y'all, getting ready to do sound tonight for Lacy, man. Want to thank him for giving us a quick interview.
Yeah.
He got to get down and change so he can get on his monkey suit
Man.
and get ready for the show tonight.
Man, got us dressing up. It's all good.
So we gonna let him run. This your boy J. Ross, y'all. We 10 million strong, and we gone. Peace.
Shay, you the man.